Let's bring in Reverend Andy Bales, President and CEO of Union Rescue Mission, which is a huge organization. It serves Los Angeles' Skid Row community. I know I've been out to some of your events when you've done toy drives. Good morning, Reverend. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
You know, Los Angeles, San Francisco, they are both struggling with a crisis when it comes to the homeless population. Was the judge right to halt the plan to sweep homeless encampments in the city? And if so, how can the city address that lawsuit?
The judge is right, and this is Supreme Court law from Boise, Idaho. And I remember when Los Angeles officials went all the way to Washington, D.C. to fight this law, needing to have enough beds before you make people move out of their encampments. But instead of going to San Francisco, we should have concentrated on adding recovery beds, adding immediate shelter. The problem with these cities is they don't have opportunities for shelters for people to come in, and then they want to go clear the encampments because of the whim of an angry neighbor or a wealthy business person. And it is a problem, right? We can't let people live on the streets like this, but the way to get the stuff removed, the trash removed, the encampments removed, is to help people get inside in a shelter bed and focused on their recovery. Instead, cities like San Francisco and LA have safe consumption sites, shooting galleries, open air drug sales, and it leads to encampments like this when we need to focus on recovery and mental health services and an immediate place to put your head, not very expensive units someday to come. And I can tell you, both Los Angeles, San Francisco focus most of their resources on creating too slow to develop, very expensive housing units for a few, while they leave the many out on the streets. And so the judge is right. Find places for people to go, then carry out the outreach and the relocation.
But what is the disconnect? I mean, I remember when Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti at the time, years ago, I want to say nearly a decade ago, proposed that we have apartment buildings for some of the homeless, very nice, clean units. But now we're using hotels and actually asking businesses to take in people because we simply don't have enough beds. But they're not being treated for mental health illnesses. They're not being treated for drug recovery. Right. Why?
There was a promise of 10,000 units. Of that 10,000, after 6 years, there's only 1,700 units built, right? And the promised wraparound services, the mental health, the recovery, none of that came about. That was all just speaking about it, but not doing it. They have some volunteer services they can attend, but let me tell you, those very expensive housing units end up being chaotic environments where alcohol and hard drugs freely flow because it's called a housing first harm reduction model. And that's what San Francisco goes by, the radicalized view of it. And that's what Los Angeles goes by. They're slow to develop, very expensive. And once you build them, then alcohol and drugs are freely flowing and chaos reigns in these units. So they haven't worked out. Not only have they not worked out, when you build 1,700 of 10,000, you haven't even met 100th of the need that's out there on the streets.
So really quickly, do you think San Francisco has a plan B? I mean, what do? You just leave people on the streets, or do you start using other means of shelter?
There's activists on the ground who have a plan B, and that's called focus on recovery, focus on immediate shelter, and then transitional units and move to innovative, affordable, immediate housing like mobile homes, 3D printed concrete homes, container homes, you name it. But we don't have to wait for very expensive, hard to develop, long to develop housing.
All right. Thank you, Reverend Andy Bales, for joining us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.